Okay, so I'm just doing a review of the website, the animated store. Uh, so I'm just going to go over some really big basic things. I'm not going to nitpick on all the little things because you should work on the biggest issue and go from there. So I'm going to take like a lot of inspiration from John McDonald from The Good. It's a conversion rate optimization business, and he offers some really good advice. So what you learn from him is you really want to think about the customer experience. And you want to think of it as if your customer is 7 years old or is Homer Simpson. They're not dumb, they're just not putting a lot of effort into what they're doing. So you need to make it as easy as possible to help them get to the answer, does this website have something for me? So when I get to the website and I don't know anything about it, and this is really common when you build a website, you know everything about it, it looks good, it makes sense to you, but think about showing it to your mum who doesn't know anything about it and get her to look at it for 5 seconds and then say, can you tell me what this is about? So my point being, when I see this, I don't understand what it's about. Um, I've looked at it and I can see like in the URL that it's about keychains. But to me, this without scrolling, and about 40% of people will never scroll, I don't understand what this business does. And I don't understand if it suits my needs. So a few things I'm going to comment on is the pop-up. I personally have moved away from this. I used to do this. I would have the pop-up. I'd say sign up for 10% off. I get like a really good sign-up rate, but I also would like piss a lot of people off. So you don't want to offer 10% off because one, it just destroys your margins. You can be more creative with it. You can be like sign up and on your first order get free shipping. Sign up and on your first order get a free gift or something like that. You know what I mean? If you give someone a gift and the price of it on the website's $5, it might only cost you $1. But if you're giving away 10% of the total order, that's just money. That's just money you're losing. Um, so yeah, mess around with like the value that you're giving someone. You can make them think they're getting $100 in value where it only costs you $2. You know what I mean? That's just an example. So um, generally on the home screen without scrolling, you want some statement and some imagery to really quickly and easily communicate what this website does. And if the person looks at it, they understand, okay, yeah, I'm in the right place. This is going to solve my problem, or they have something I want. So I'm just going to scroll down. So this is animated keychains. I've been on the website before, but I'm going to talk about my first impressions. So I would have up here an image and focus on mobile first because I can guarantee with this kind of product where it's not super expensive, a lot of people are going to be coming from their mobile. I bet it'd be more than 80%. Um, I'd have an image that shows the the catalog of products that you have, all different kinds. So like you've got Dragon Ball Z, you've got Naruto, you've got Pokemon, and then underneath that say something really simple, 5 words, um, premium anime keychains. That might be it. Probably get a bit more creative and better than that, but I want to be able to read it and understand exactly what the website does. I don't want to spend more than 1 second thinking about it. And then after that, you want the customer to, as quickly as possible, go to where they want to be. So the first thing people do, this is like the number one thing they click on like all of my websites on mobile, is they click the navigation. So what you want here is like categorization. You want people to be able to narrow down what you've got. So this navigation doesn't really help. So it's just like all products, all collections, which are essentially the same thing. I'm no closer to finding what I want than when I was on the homepage. It was actually better on the homepage because there's all the different options down here. So I actually like the check it out section. A lot of people say buy now, but it's the wrong kind of language to use in my opinion. So I'm just going to go shop all products. And again, there's nothing that's really helped me narrow down what I want. So if I go filter, I can only sort by like price and availability and product type. You can edit the filter to show like collection. So Dragon Ball Z, Pokemon, or something like that. This is pretty standard, it's good stuff. Yeah, so I'd really think about that. A minor change would be adding some kind of call to action, just like view details. Customers, if you don't tell them to do anything, that's exactly what they'll do. They'll do nothing. A lot of people have the common sense to click into the product, but just having that extra call to action button there is helpful. So that's all I'm going to go into. So because you'll just get like, there's just too much to comment on, you know what I mean? It doesn't really make that much of a difference. So that's what I would focus on. Get people to understand what you sell and get them to be able to find what they want as easily as possible. That's pretty much the core thing of a website. That's what your website needs to do for people. So yeah, hopefully that's helpful. Can go into more like specific stuff, but if those things are broken, it's not going to matter what your, if you have call to action buttons, because people aren't going to get there. So that's what I would focus on. Again, build it for Homer Simpson, build it for a 7-year-old, build it for your mum or your grandma who's going to spend 5 seconds looking at it. Do they have all the info they need? Hopefully that was helpful. All right, bye.